So yeah, I finished The Will of the Many about a week ago, and I have a lot to say about it. So I'm going to, in this spoiler-free review of The Will of the Many, but rather than recording it in my bedroom like I normally do, I think I have a cool place that might be a better setting for this review. So let's hop into it. So today, I'm going glamping by myself. That's right. Out here in the middle of the woods around Bloomsdale, Missouri. And this is going to be my home for the next few days. Pow! Look at that. I'm staying in the postcard cabin, because of course I am. Alright. Oh my gosh. It is so warm in here. What in the world? So yeah, this place is absolutely gorgeous. I would happily live in a small space like this. This is just kind of perfect. I'm actually here to do media and like pictures and video of a marriage conference, and I'm the only single person here. So the fun thing is I get this whole cabin to myself where most people are sharing it with their significant other. Obviously, it would be nice to share it with someone I care about, but I'm here by my lonesome, which means a lot of reading time. And so I'm excited to get into some books while I'm just being cozy here next to this big, gigantic window looking out into the woods. So I gotta show you something that's really cool about these cabins. It's a little detail that probably most people won't care about, but I thought that these were like hooks for like that lantern over there. That's not. These are little reading lights. Are you freaking kidding me? Yo, if you are a reader looking to just like get away, this place is insane. I absolutely love this. This is perfect. Alrighty. Hello there. Oh, is this kind of weird? It's kind of weird. This is kind of weird. I don't know if I like this. Alright. So James Islington's The Will of the Many. If you follow me on TikTok or YouTube, you know that when I first started this book, I made a post of just how much I loved the very beginning of this book, the first couple of pages, and really just kind of how that book kept on unraveling and revealing more in terms of not just the main character, but the world through the main character's eyes. I thought it is done quite masterfully, and I wondered, could this book continue to do that in a way that lived up to the first 100 or so pages throughout the entirety of the book? Because I said if it did, this could be one of my favorite books of all time. And you know what? I'm happy to say that The Will of the Many did not disappoint. This is a book that continues to deliver in terms of plot, in terms of kind of world building. Every single chapter, I feel like, ends with some sort of revelation, not like major Game of Thrones revelations every chapter. Now, there are huge twists and major events in this book that are, some of the scale of it is absolutely mind-blowing. And also at the same time, there are these really intimate moments where you get to learn more about different characters or about the main character, Viz, in just a masterful way. I would say that compared to almost just about any other movie or video game or book I've read, I don't know if there is a better example of perfectly paced plot. Now, that's not to say that this book doesn't take its time, isn't a slow burn at times, but I keep on using the word unravel whenever I talk about The Will of the Many, because that's what this book feels like. Every single page, every single chapter feels like you are getting deeper and deeper and learning more and more, and it's just as exciting from the first couple of pages all the way into the end. And let me say, the end is, it's kind of crazy. The ending of this book is wild. I love the ending. I'm a little nervous about, is it going to be possible for James Islington to pull off the next couple of books? Because there are things that are revealed in that last epilogue that are just like mind blowing, and it's done so expertly well. I don't know how they're going to continue that in following books, because this is that epilogue just feels like so much in such a short amount of time. I'm just like, I don't know how that's going to continue through on series, but I do think The Will of the Many really only has one major problem. The major problem being the main character just appears to be good at everything. You kind of just have to accept that this guy, because of his background, is the greatest human being to ever live. Now, I assume that there's probably some sort of commentary on one, him coming from a place that is seen as less than, him showing that his background from this place that is considered as less than, but still being able to compete with just about everybody else in this world of people who are higher up on the pyramid, if you will, or higher up in social class or social ranking, and show, hey, listen, this, what you thought was less than is just as good, if not better than you, or better than the current system. And this book has a lot to say about, to say about maybe capitalism, but sort of just the way that, all right, there is a system out there that capitalizes and takes advantage of people who are below the top of the pyramid. This very much the pyramid imagery does not slow down ever in this book. It is very much a book that kind of has something to say about, hey, there are a few people that are at the top that control everything, and that's not fair, that's unjust. But it also asks the question, how comparable or how accountable are the people on the lower tiers of that pyramid? Like how much do they actually contribute to the broken system? And so I can't say too much without giving the plot away of this. There's really too much to kind of unfold. And if you want to learn more about, like, okay, well, who is the main character, or what is the story about? Short form. This is kind of like Harry Potter meets the fall of the Roman Empire meets like Game of Thrones, and that sounds so. I feel like that doesn't do the book justice, though it does have that academia trope and that academia kind of setting, and very much feels like Harry Potter. You are one following one character throughout this whole thing and really getting his journey. And for that reason, that allows you to only have certain things revealed to you when they need to be revealed to you. And it just makes this an exciting read. And so for me, I just think The Will of the Many by James Islington is one of my favorite books I've ever read. Just plot alone. Like this should be, The Will of the Many should be a textbook on how to do plot and how to do pacing. Because this is just a nonstop, just banger of a unraveling plot. So I don't give star ratings and reviews, and I'm not going to do a spoiler talk review unless you ask for it. If you are curious as to what I think about it, I can do that later. But for now, that is my spoiler-free review of The Will of the Many. I highly recommend picking it up. Next book for review that will come up in I don't know how long. It's been taking me a long time to get through Words of Radiance. I'm really struggling with this book. I don't know. I like it, but it also feels like homework. So that should be the next book review in due time. I'll probably be back in my bedroom for that review. So for now, that's all. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like or comment, and let me know what you thought of The Will of the Many, or if you're thinking about picking it up. If you have any questions, I'll happily respond to you about the book and let you know what I think about it. But for now, take it easy.